How's it going, you guys? Welcome back for another video. You guys remember I posted a video a while back sharing 13 very accurate SMG gun class setups here for Warzone, and today it's going to be no different. I'm going to be showing you guys um, multiple gun class setups for your handguns here in Warzone. Each handgun is going to have about 2 different class setups. One of them has about 3 or 4. Either way, man, I hope you guys try these setups out, man. Let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think of them, what I should change, anything like that, man. I'd like to hear anything from you guys, man. Drop a like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, man, and I'll see you guys in the next video, man. X16 or X17, I believe it's called. Not too sure at the exact moment. I'm not gonna go back and check it out, but you guys know what it's called. We got the akimbo class setup for this. We're gonna have the Vanguard Elite, 5mm laser, the lightweight trigger, and the 26 round magazine, along with the perk akimbo, the akimbo perk, man. You guys, this basically a meta for pistols is to run akimbos with the longest barrel attachment, the lightweight trigger, along with the highest capacity magazine possible with the 5mm laser for that hip fire accuracy and sprint to fire speed. It's pretty much going to be the similar attachments for every handgun that you can think of. There's about 2 different handguns that you are going to have a different attachment on them, but for the most part this is going to be your ideal attachments for every akimbo setup for your handguns. Now I also got a setup for those who don't run akimbo. Me personally, I don't. Akimbo is raw, it's dope, it's a meta, but it's not something I'm really comfortable with due to my settings and stuff. So if that is also you, we got this single handgun loadout, and it's gonna be the monolithic suppressor just to add the maximum damage at range. And we're gonna add a Cronin optic LP 945 mini reflex just to be more precise with your shots. You could totally take that off. That's more preference. You could totally take that off at the stippled or the tactical laser. But for the single handgun setup, really you're gonna just remove the perk and the laser. You're gonna add the muzzle and an optic, or keep a laser, or add a rear grip. So that's gonna be basically what you guys are gonna be seeing from most of these handguns today. Next handgun we have is gonna be the 1911. The akimbo setup, like I said, you got the longest barrel with the 45 match grade, 5mm laser, that lightweight trigger, the 15 round magazine. Unfortunately, this only has a 15 round magazine cap with the akimbo perk. You guys, this gun class setup is amazing though. It does not have as much rounds as every other handgun, well besides the revolver, but this gun class setup is insane. You guys have to try it if you guys have not. Anyways, we got the other setup for it, which is the single, and like I said, remove the perk, remove the laser. We're gonna go with the monolithic suppressor, the Cronin LP 945 mini reflex, and everything else pretty much stays the same. Now with the 357, I got the akimbo, which is gonna be your 357 long nose, your 5mm laser, your snake shot, your lightweight trigger, and due to the fact that I can't put a higher capacity magazine or whatever you guys call it, we're gonna go with the oh wait, I'm tweaking out, you guys. That's the other setup. Got the 357 long nose, 5mm laser, lightweight trigger, the snake shot, and the akimbo perk for the akimbo setup. Now the one I was talking about, you guys know that akimbo setup is famous, so definitely run that if you guys have it. I didn't start using it until after the nerf, so I didn't, it's whatever though. But we got the 357 long nose. We're gonna remove the akimbo perk. I'm gonna just lit up hand just simply because we can't add a higher capacity magazine into this, so I want to be able to reload quicker. I only have about 5-6 shots, not too sure, but yeah, we're gonna go with the Cronin LP 945 mini reflex. Totally take that off, add the laser or the rear grip, like I said. Hey, it's up to you guys, man. You guys want to make that call. Now we got the akimbo setup for the M19s, and this gun class setup, man, if you guys have not tried it, this is like a secret meta right here, man. This is insane. It is just as fast as the Renettis. Obviously not literally as fast as them, but it's really close, man. Like the XRKL Super for the longest barrel, 5mm laser, the lightweight trigger, the 32 round magazine, and the akimbo perks. Very great class setup, man. I hope you guys should definitely try that out. And we have the single-handed setup, man. The monolith, the suppressor, the L Super. Literally, like I said, on every other gun class setup, we just remove the laser and the perk. We add the Cronin and the monolithic suppressor for that maximum damage at range and the precise aim. Then we got one of my favorite guns. This one's a little different, you guys. It's gonna be the same thing. 5mm, the longest barrel, the Forge Tac Enforcer, the 13 round magazine, This one actually has less than the 1911, but it's way stronger, so it really, like, they're dead in like 3-4 shots. Something like that, man. You got the Kimbo perk. On this one, its recoil is insanely terrible. You would normally, lightweight trigger is the meta, but you know, guys, I would highly suggest a magic ray trigger. It's just as quick, it's a little bit more accurate. It's really the best thing, in my opinion, to go with this akimbo setup for this specific gun. But anyway, let's go to one of my favorite gun class setups, and that is this here, man. It is the monolithic suppressor on top of that longest barrel. It is completely insane for this gun. Removing the perk, removing the laser, we're gonna go to Cronin. Definitely take the Cronin off just because the iron sight on this is badass already. So add the stipple or the tack laser to get that ADS speed. The tack laser gives you more recoil control and stability. So that is why I normally go with the tack laser rather than the rear grip if I'm taking the optic off. Great gun class setup there. We got the Venettis, you guys. We got the Kimbo, the meta. I'm gonna show you guys the meta. The MK3 burst mod. This is the only one you're not gonna go with the longest barrel on. Everything else stays the same. The lightweight trigger, 5mm laser, 27 round magazine, the akimbo. Of course, you can totally take that burst off and go with the MK1 extended. It's still quick, but obviously why would you do that when the burst is the way to go in reality? But if you want to keep it long barreled, man, that's what you would go with, man. Great gun class setup as well. Definitely suggest you guys try it, but the burst is the way to go. Now also got single setup, which is, you know, with the monster suppressor, the MK1 extended, the Cronin. We're gonna remove the laser, the perk. We're gonna go with the longest barrel on this one, and you guys guessed it, man. We have another setup for it. That's literally gonna be the MK3 burst mod instead of the longest barrel. Let me tell you, this is just as viable. This is, I would honestly still choose this over the longest barrel, even if I'm not running the Kimbos. So definitely try these gun classes setups, you guys. They all are amazing. They're all dope. Hope you guys like them. Let me know down in the comment section below if you guys try them out, what you guys would suggest me change or try out myself. But these are my pistol gun class setups. Like I said, man, I don't usually run a Kimbo all the time simply because of my settings, and it's not something I typically enjoy. So that is why I have that secondary gun class for you guys, man. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, man. Drop a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Man, something different I'm going to be adding into this video is I'm going to be adding a few secret variants that I was able to find on my own, not on my own, but go and find through other content creators, and I'm basically going to be remaking those for you guys today, and then adding a few different attachments to make them Warzone viable. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take the X16, we're going to be making a Glock 21. To make this a Glock 21, really you run the stock barrel, because it has a 45 auto on the side imprinted. And if you see the XRK also where it's imprinted, you would get the Glock logo there. If you make it in real life, that's what you would get, man. But yeah, and the Glock 21 comes with a 13 round magazine, so we're not going to be adding an extended mag on this one because it already comes with 13 in the magazine, I believe. And then we're just going to go ahead and add the sleight of hand for that Warzone. You know, my rule is if you're not going to go with a high cap magazine, go with the sleight of hand. And then rubberized beer tape just to give it that feel. If you really wanted to make it look like that, I would go with the granulated, but due to like actual purposes and what I benefit from, we're going to go with the rubberized. And then due to the Warzone, we're going to go with the monolithic suppressor for the maximum damage at range, the tack laser for that aiming stability along with the ADS speed, and the lightweight trigger just to have that trigger finger, man. So that's the Glock 21. Really nice gun, man. Then we got the Glock 17. On this one they have a higher round magazines. I believe it's like a 30 round or something like that. So we're gonna go with the 26 just because that's the closest we're gonna get to that. And then we gotta go with the Singard Arms featherweight. And the reason for that is because you get the 9x19 imprinted on the side of that barrel. What would make this even a real G7, like a real life G17 in the game, would be a ammo conversion, but we don't have that yet. Maybe in the future we'll have it, I don't know, but that's pretty much what you need, man. The single arms and the 26 round magazine, and then the trigger, the lightweight trigger, that's all, you know, that's all preference for Warzone. We're gonna go with the monolithic suppressor, the attack laser, and the lightweight trigger. Alright, you guys, for the 1911, I was able to find two secret variants. The first one is going to be the Colt M1911, and for this one, we're going to want to have the K-less or Callus variant already unlocked. And the reason for that is because of it gives you a unique compact barrel. This is the default. This is when you're gonna want to get that look. And then you're gonna want the lightweight trigger because the gun in real life doesn't actually have those circles that the 1911 has. You're gonna want, and this one actually has one, so that's the closest you're gonna get to 0. And then due to the Warzone meta, I usually go with the monolithic suppressor for the maximum damage at range. If I'm not going to increase the ammunition, I'm going to go with the sleight of hand. And I prefer going with the rubberized grip tape just for that recoil control. You can totally go with the stippled if that is what you prefer. And then the second variant, the other variant I have for it is the Ruger SR 1911. For this one, you're going to go with the with the 1911 Stalker barrel. The reason for that is because you want it to be compact but not so much, but you also want these specific iron sights. And then you want the heavy duty trigger because this trigger actually has 3 triangles in it, not 3 circles. For Warzone, I would recommend you take that off though, but for the actual look and design, we're going to go with the heavy duty trigger. And then the rest of the attachments are pretty much the same. The monolithic suppressor, the rubberized grip tape, or the stippled according to whatever you prefer. And then the sleight of hand, so I'm not going to be increasing the ammunition. And that's all I have for the 1911 when it comes to secret variants. Let's check out the rest of the guns. The secret variant that I decided to include, and that's going to be the 380, or otherwise 357 snub nose. But I'm going to go ahead and imagine it being a 380, man, and for that you're going to need a 357 snub nose. I would not include a trigger action just to keep it a thin, very thin trigger. I would very well suggest a lightweight trigger for Warzone purposes. And would not recommend the snake shot because the 380 is weaker than the 357, but we're gonna go ahead and keep the snake shot just for Warzone purposes as well. It's gonna give you that damage radius that we so really need with this snub nose, man. But we're gonna go with the stipple grip tape just to give it that other look, and it's gonna increase the 80 SP as well as sprint and fire speed, and the sleight of hand since we can't increase the ammo on this pistol. Then we got the only other secret variant that I found, and it's a 357 sniper look-alike thing. It's gonna be the Lockwood pistol scope along with the Lockwood 357 custom stock. We're gonna keep the snake shot for that damage, and we're gonna go with the 357 long nose. And for this, we're gonna go with the match rate trigger just to keep that increase in the fire rate, but as well as maintain some aiming stability. That's all I was able to find for the 357. So let's get on to the next gun. So the M19, I couldn't really find anything for this one besides this P320. And to make this a P320, you go with the extended XRK V barrel and a 21 round magazine. And then the laser, the muzzle, and the trigger action that I have on it is just basically for Warzone purposes. The maximum damage at range is that 80 SP as well as aiming stability and that trigger finger. So that's all I was able to find for the P320. Hey guys, for the 50 cal GS, unfortunately, well, everybody knows it's a Desert Eagle, so we're gonna make it look like the Desert Eagle, and this is pretty much it. Here you guys, this is the only secret variant. It's not even a secret variant, but this is the only other suggestion I can offer for you guys until the day that they add a ammunition conversion, such as a 357 Magnum or a 44 Magnum Desert Eagle. That'd be pretty cool, but until then, man, there's really nothing I can really offer for the Desert Eagle, except, you know, changing the enforcer to the extended just to make it look like a casual Desert Eagle, and then take the ammunition off and go to sleight of hand. But that's pretty much it, dude. That's all I have to offer for this one, man. Let's get going for the next one. Eagle. For the grenade, I was able to find 2. The most common one is the M93 Rafika. To make this the Rafika, you go with the MK3 burst mod, the 21 round magazine, and the F-Tac status CSX. We're gonna go ahead, at least there's 2 spots, so we're gonna go ahead and add that monolithic suppressor and that lightweight trigger for Warzone purposes. And then the second one I was able to find, I didn't find this one, I kind of made this one on my own. I made it an actual Beretta look like, and to me that would be going with the stock barrel. Unfortunately, it's not black. You can go with the MK3 burst barrel, that really gives it that look, but unfortunately it's burst, so we're gonna go with this stock. And then we're gonna go with the XRK Pro Grip. If you have this specific variant, rear grip, I would go with it simply because it has that logo on the handle, which a lot of breeders tend to have on the handle, their little logo. So that pretty much sums it up. That's pretty much all you need to make a the Beretta. And due to the fact that we're not having an extended round magazine on there, we're gonna go ahead and go this sleight of hand. And then for Warzone purposes, we're going to add that monolithic suppressor for maximum damage at range, that tack laser for the stability as well as ADS speed, and then that lightweight trigger for that trigger finger action, man. And that's pretty much it, man. And like I said, I did not do this for the SMGs, so for the next few minutes, you're going to be seeing a quick little slideshow of a few different setups that I would have added into the SMG video with secret variants and all of that, man. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. Definitely try these guns out. Let me know if you've tried any of them out. Let me know if there's any variants you think I should give a, check out. And yeah, man. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, man. Drop that like, man. I'll see you guys in the next one.